What's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 differences between Taiwan and Canada's elementary schools. I went to a Canadian elementary school until grade 4, then went to Taiwan's elementary school to experience for 1 year. I found so many interesting things about the two different schools. This is the elementary school I went to in Canada. It had 2 floors. And this is the school I went to in Taiwan. It had 4 floors. In Canada, our school's doors would unlock and the school bell would ring at 8:30. We all had to get to school just before and wait because 8:30 was also the time when our first class started. So we all had to run up to our classrooms as fast as we could so that we wouldn't be late. Our school day ended at 2:50. We don't clean the school. In Taiwan, we had to get to school at 7:45 and start cleaning the school. We finished cleaning at 8 o'clock to hand in our homework and get ready for our first class. It started at 8:20. Our school day ended at 4 o'clock. My Canadian elementary school had a strict rule about recess. We had to stay outside no matter if it was raining or snowing. In my Taiwanese school, we weren't allowed to go outside of the school unless there was something important to do. We usually stayed out in the hallways or in the classroom. This is what all of the classrooms in my Canadian school looked like. Our classroom walls were separated into different subjects. For every subject, our teacher would stand at a different part of the room, and we would all sit on the floor while listening. This was my classroom in Taiwan. For every subject, our class had to walk into a different classroom. We had different classrooms and teacher for every subject. The rooms all looked the same. In Canada, our school buses all looked like this. The interior was very simple. Inside, the chairs looked like this. This is what our Taiwan school bus looked like. The interior was very elaborate. They have comfortable seating, TVs, speakers, microphones, fancy curtains, and even adjustable air conditioning for each seat. During long trips, we were able to watch movies and even sing karaoke. This was my pencil box. It is also the kind of pencil box that everyone in my school had. My Canadian school had a strict rule about having all of our supplies look exactly the same, such as our pencil box, glue stick, pencil sharpener, pencils, markers, and many more. We were only able to choose different colors. When I went to my Taiwan elementary school, I was so surprised that everyone in the school had a different pencil case. Everyone's supplies were all different and very fashionable. In Canada, we all had to bring our own lunches to school. This is what everyone's school lunch looked like. Sadly, once we get to eat it at lunchtime, our meals have gotten cold. But it's always fun to see what everyone has for lunch and even exchange a few snacks. In Taiwan, just minutes before lunch, you can already smell the amazing smell of the lunch served by special trained chefs who work at the school. It is always so hard to bear when there is still a while till the class ends. The food is brought to every classroom contained in these blue containers. The lunch is different every day. Once the food is served to each classroom, every student lines up. We all have to wear caps, masks, and gloves while we fill our bowls. We bring our own cutlery and bowls to school. Teachers don't give a lot of homework. We are not allowed to do more than 30 minutes per day. Exercise and playtime are the most important things. There are no monthly tests. In Taiwan, teachers give a lot of homework. Many students have to have several tests every day. In Canada, we don't wear uniforms to school unless there is an important activity. We only get to wear uniforms on a sports activity. In Taiwan, we wore uniforms every day except for Wednesdays. On that day, we were able to choose what we wanted to wear. We wore white uniforms on a normal school day and yellow and blue uniforms on the days we have PE. My Canadian school always held our sports activities outside on the grass. My Taiwan school had its own running track. they always held their sports activities on them. During this event, every student in the whole school has to wear the same uniform and stand in a straight line. I would like to thank Guangfu Elementary School's principal, Mr. Zheng, for being so kind and generous, for inviting me to his school to share about my binational experience.